Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing well today. We are back with another Fallout 4 weapon mod review. This time, like manna from heaven, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Gecko In A Can just dropped another mod. This is Lever Actions of the Wasteland. This mod is a highly customizable and configurable dog meat has to go outside. I'll be right back. This mod is a platform that features a wide variety of lever action rifles. They spawn in 4 default configurations: the Cowboy Repeater and Backwater Rifle, spawning around level 14, and the Trail Carbine and Brush Gun, spawning at level 30 on enemies and level 35 on vendors. Alright, so here are the firing sounds and animations for all the guns. I'm going to customize one of each of these weapons and give them to my companions, and then we're going to go deliver some frontier justice to the Wasteland. So starting with the Backwater lever action rifle, these are chambered for either 10mm or 38 caliber rounds. I'm just going to stick with the 10mm. So the various parts on all of these guns are more or less interchangeable. So if you grab a Backwater rifle, you can basically turn it into a 45-70. Gecko's mods don't come with, unique legendary variants or anything like that. It's the gun mod where you make your own gun. So you can make any kind of Frankenstein's monster of a gun you want. So I'm gonna start with the receiver on this one. Let's keep this thing with a Winchester receiver. What do I want? 1876, why not? Alright, so it spawned with a mare's leg barrel. Oh, that's a little fun fact for you. I reviewed Painter 2099's lever action shotguns mod, and that mod came with a unique version called the mare's leg. Fun fact though, as a commenter on that video pointed out a while back, a lever action shotgun is actually called a hog's leg, and a lever action rifle is called a mare's leg. So there you go, there's your Western fact of the day. Well, I'm gonna keep this thing as a 10mm, so I don't know. I'm gonna really appreciate all the descriptions on all the different parts. That's always a great touch with all the Gecko's mods. So if I recall, because I recall the Backwater Rifle in Fallout. It's named Backwater Rifle is so named for the Fallout 3 mod, and that's a 10mm. So I recall that thing has kind of a long barrel. So I'm gonna go for the Marlin Long Marksman barrel. All right, this is actually very cool. You don't usually see stuff like this. You don't usually see a scrappy Mad Max lever action rifle. So I think I'm actually gonna, you know what? I'm gonna actually go for one of these. All right, and we can actually change how we reload it. Oh, that's cool. So the speed loader. So there's the speed loader. And there's the loose rounds. I actually really like the speed loader. It's such a novel way to get around the vanilla game. You don't have, obviously I've got bullet counted reload, but it's a great little way to get around the vanilla game's limitation. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this here makeshift scope. I want this thing to look like this is a piece of junk that we scrapped together. Muzzle attachments, we've got a bucket load of those. I'm gonna kitchen knife bayonet. It's a marksman rifle, so maybe not. I don't know. Let's go for the padded suppressor on this one. Change the round type. We've got full metal jacket, hollow point, round nose, snake shot, and armor piercing. I'm gonna go for the hollow point on this one. Internals. These basically just buff the damage, and you're always better off just going with the highest level one you can. So gun runner internals. Vintage handguard. We've got a whole bunch of these. The makeshift handguard, because we're going to keep this thing on theme. Wood type. Okay, so for the specific attachments that I've got, you can't really change the wood type, which is unfortunate, but that's just fine. Finish type. But you can change the finish. Alright, so Art Deco blued metal, factory quality silver. IO Silver Away, Western Legend, and Yellow Boy. I think I'll go for the Art Deco on that one. That looks kind of cool. Maybe, I don't know. Factory quality, why not? Okay, so Audrey,
They say if you're ever in need of a helping hand, look at the end of your arm.
you get the Backwater lever action rifle because you are originally from Fallout 3 and you hate cowboys and you are a kind of snobby aristocrat type and you hate westerns, so you get the junkiest gun possible. I need to get back to your Quest mod series. I haven't done one of those in ages. People have been commenting, actually. I'm always surprised that video gets views. I'm going to be getting back to that series pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Next up, the Cowboy Repeater. Daniel, get the hell out of my shot. We're going to keep it a Winchester. We're going to go for that 1892 receiver. Stock. What kind of stock do I want? I always like stocks with the ammo holders on them. Those are always my favorite. I haven't actually decided which one of these I want to use for myself. Oh, and look at that. That looks familiar. Sporting stock. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use this one, so I'm going to give it... I don't usually go for stuff like kind of more modern looking stuff on a lever action. I usually like them to look vintage. But for this one, we're gonna stick with the speed loader. We're gonna make this a futuristic cowboy gun. So that's gonna be cool. Alright, what do I want? This fucker. Okay, people keep walking into my shot. Alright, I'm gonna do the scope last, honestly. I don't... Alright, so I'm gonna go for... Alright, we're gonna keep this thing at a 45. We're gonna... Alright, handguard. I saw... Yeah, look at that. Competition handguard, sporting handguard. That's the one that's supposed to go with it. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the sporting handguard. That looks cool. Cowboy wood. And once again, I can't see the different... There's no wood on it, so... Oh, but you can add a finish to this. Oh, man. And that's... Wow. Oh, that actually looks kind of cool. I actually kind of fuck with that. Alright, I'm gonna actually go for the yellow boy on that. That's neat. And I'm out of oil. God damn it.
What are you tinkering with over there?
Oh, nothing involving oil. Give me a second. Oh, look at that. 10 whole shipments of oil. Ported extension. No, I kind of like... Yeah. I'm gonna go for that threaded barrel cap for the muzzle attachment. And what do I want as far as scopes go? That's the real question. I'll go for that Vicarian Saturn scope there. That looks nice with it. I gotta say, I don't, like I said before, I don't usually go for this sort of look with a lever action gun, but I kind of like it. I think this one actually looks pretty badass. Ooh, which one are you? Heather.
Hey.
Don't tell the others, but you're the favorite, so you get the cool gun. All right, so now that's, I was gonna do the trail carbine, but I think I'm gonna keep that one for myself. Actually, I might spawn in some new ones after this is all done. So, what I'm going to do with the brush gun is I want... Alright, so we're going to keep it as a Marlin. 336. That's the one it came with. I feel like I might have to change it, right? I'm just going to go with that one. I don't feel strongly about any of those. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make this thing a mare's leg. Now, I know from Gecko's animation showcase that there is in fact a kind of flippy animation. Sawed-off mare's leg stock. Let me just see if... There you go.
Love your life. Well, I suppose it's not the first time I've been in an abusive relationship.
Oh, that's sorry to hear that, Audrey. Well, you carry one of these things, nobody will fuck with you ever again. Both the mare's leg stock and the sawed-off stock give it that cool new animation. I like the sawed-off stock personally. Yeah, let's just kind of... Yeah, whatever, I've got both of them. I'm just going to give it the mare's leg, fuck it. You know what, let's give this one loose rounds just to be different. Sights, what do I want for sights on this thing? Vintage ladder sight, Cowboy Repeater hunting glow sights. Kind of like the glow sight on it, honestly. That's cool. Bam. Nice. And let's go for the round nose. That's different. Well, that would almost go with that suppressor we saw earlier. That could be interesting. I actually kind of like that. So wood type. Yeah, well, what do we want for the wood type? Yeah, let's go for the mahogany and the blued metal. That looks kind of cool.
Little bit of DIY never hurt anyone.
No, it didn't. Hey,
Well, okay, maybe take care around any saws.
No, it didn't.
Hey.
And speaking of,
I'm here.
Daniel, you get the brush gun. You enjoy that. Now, my own gun. All right, so I'm going to keep this one for myself. Okay, first and foremost, I'm changing that what I hate that wood color personally. No hate, not that, you know, Gecko did a bad job with that. This is not my personal taste. All right, so you know what? I'm going for the ebony. Matches my duster. All right, so and finish. I'm gonna give it the Lincoln Repeater receiver, and the I'm keeping all the fancy special stuff for myself because I'm greedy apparently. Actually gonna give it the yellow boy finish because it only changes the rings on the end there. Full metal jacket. What round? I'm gonna give myself armor piercing. Give myself that side mounted ×2 scope. Winchester long heavy barrel. I'm gonna change it to that. And I think I'll change it to that Winchester rifle handguard. And finishing touch, gun runner internals. Because
What
you
are you
have
tinkering
to.
with over there?
Oh, fuck you. Failed to defend Grey Garden. Well. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's great. And as you can see, the mod comes with both see-through scopes and like traditional vanilla game style scopes, so you don't have to install any separate patches or mods to get these kinds of scopes. I know a lot of people like those. I don't usually. But I don't know, I'm kind of making an exception in this case. So, I am a huge fan of lever action rifles in general when I play as, you know, cowboy builds. Hello, Dogmeat. I tend to prefer rifles to pistols, honestly. There are always exceptions, but listen, thank you very much to Gecko In A Can for these awesome mods. Each one is better than the last. Yeah, Gecko's bolt actions was the first weapon mod I ever reviewed on this channel, and look at me now. Yeah, but, you know, it's funny because, like, I always resisted playing as a, you know, cowboy build in Fallout 4, you know, as opposed to New Vegas, where it's, like, kind of a standard thing. It's like, it just always felt weird being on the East Coast, in Boston, playing as a cowboy, but there's been so many awesome mods that have come out on Fallout 4. I kind of broke and changed my mind. So, you know. And as again, thank you very much to Gecko for this awesome mod. I shall be using it in perpetuity on the channel. And I don't know about you guys. We've been preparing long enough. There is Wasteland justice to be dispensed, as y'all could see. They sacked my robot fucking Grey Garden settlement. They broke my robots. That won't do. But I've been yapping long enough. I think it's time to test these guns out and deliver some Wasteland justice. Enjoy.
I'm lonesome but happy, rich but I'm broke, and the good Lord knows the reason I'm just a cowpoke. From Cheyenne to Douglas, all the ranges I know, 'cause I drift with the wind, no one cares where I go. It's north in the spring if there ain't a big drought, and as soon as it frosts, I'll be heading back south. But I ain't gotta worry, 'cause I ain't got time. I'm too busy a-living this free life of mine. Springtime, a filly I'll find, and I might spend all summer but I'll never be branded and never be broke. I'm a carefree range riding, drifting cowboy.